being stalked.
Yeah, you are. I was trying not to walk in front of you guys. Good. You're like the little birdie on my shoulder. Look at you. Are you the angel or the devil?
Well, I don't know. Depends on the day. Are you asking about today?
Yeah. Well, in general, no. I was gonna ask about your coffee cup, but.
Oh, hold on. So everybody can see it.
Yes. Transition. Slowly revealing my face. My face of approval.
Yeah, because your face of approval.
My face of approval. Or
what's the other side say?
Sarcastic approval.
Oh boy. It says good job.
Good job. Yes. Good job, Liz.
Just in case.
You've gotten a couple of those already this morning.
A couple good jobs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the story of my life. Story of my life.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, that was like a...
Come on in.
Is that like your new hand gesture?
I don't know. It was new as of this morning. Who the hell are you?
I don't know.
Liz, she goes on vacation for a week or so, and she comes back. She's like, "Hey guys, I'm here.
Hi.
High five. Yep, everything looks good. Okay, I'm gonna leave for another week or so." And she'll come back. She's like, "Hey guys, yep, everything looks good.
All right.
I'm gonna take off again."
See you later.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it is.
So you got to spend the weekend in Knoxville.
Knoxville.
It is not Knoxville.
Is it really Knoxville?
Knoxville, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just being silly, like the way they say Louisville.
Louisville, Knoxville. It's Vol, not Ville.
Vol.
When I lived in North Carolina, I got corrected to that very quick. Like, you can tell you're not from around here. That's
everything out there.
True.
Is like if it's got Ville, it's Vol.
Yeah.
Vol. Okay.
Asheville.
What?
Asheville, North Carolina.
No,
not Asheville.
Oh, Asheville is the actual.
Yeah, Asheville's a town. Asheville.
I thought you were referencing Nashville.
Oh, no.
I don't know about all that.
No. Sorry. Anyway, so she got to spend a weekend in Knoxville at the GOA.G.O.A.L.S conference. Truthfully, I don't know where you want to start your story or your brief rundown of this whole thing, because she had an interesting start to the weekend as well.
Oh yeah.
So you start from wherever you want, but we definitely want to hear a little bit. We are on a time crunch this morning. She has a meeting to go to. I have calls to run, so we have about 15 minutes.
Okay. So I'll talk about the two things leading up to it, but then I want to come back to those later because at a later time
episode.
Yeah, a later episode. So on my way to go get the rental car, me and my family, my husband, my two boys, we got sideswiped, and we were on a time crunch. Like, okay, we got to get there before they close, and we get sideswiped. Everybody's okay. It wasn't. Yeah. We barely felt it. So it wasn't like a major accident.
I get a text from her that says, "Hey, we were just in a car accident. Everybody's okay. I don't know if I'm going to make it in time to go pick up my car." I'm like, okay.
So first thing.
What time did you get there to pick up your car?
5:01.
What time do they close?
5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I got to give him props because the guy behind the counter, he came and unlocked the door for us. It's not his fault that Hertz allows appointments at 5 o'clock, and they close at 5 o'clock. So that whole frustration, I got to give him props for making the best of it. And he still came and let us in. He didn't have to, and he was awesome about it the whole time. He wasn't making us feel like we were wasting his time. So
which is so unusual.
Absolutely.
It's crazy that it's that unusual that people will try to make you feel like you're putting them out.
Yeah, and it was.
That's cool.
It was a great experience. So the Hertz in Kirkwood, I can't say enough about it. I think he's the only one that runs the place. So I wish I had his name, but thank you. So anyway, that happened. And then Friday, driving down to Knoxville, My husband was driving, and I'm going to give you the quickest rendition of this, but I would like to discuss further because a lot of interesting things happen. We're going through this construction zone in Illinois, and we noticed this guy driving very erratically.
Good morning. I just want to interrupt because you said hi to me and not you.
My dad said hi to you and didn't say that. It doesn't surprise
Gordon,
me.
good morning.
So we're driving down this construction zone. It's one lane, and there's barriers on each side. There's not a lot of exits, so it was very confined, and no shoulder here and there. So we're driving, and we see this car driving very erratically behind us, like getting really close to our bumper and then dropping off really close. And I was like, oh, like, holy crap. Like, you could not see the car in the mirrors. It was so close. And all over the place, to the side, trying to pass us, and just, I don't know what it was about. I don't know at what point I decided to call 911, and at what point my husband told me he's got a gun.
The guy behind us
has a gun, and he's waving it around. So I have tried so hard to recall at what point I called the cops, and I was on the phone with 911 when I said he has a gun. And we called 911 pretty quick. The last time I got into a road encounter, it took me a while before I actually called 911 because I didn't really think about it. Well, the one big lesson I learned from that was to call 911 faster. And so that was what I did this time. I immediately called 911 when they were trying to pass us, trying to come up on our rear end. They were raging. Like, it was pretty crazy. It was terrifying. And then when Nick said he had a gun, and we were on the phone with 911, and he was waving it around and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, like up on our butt and going back off again. And we had to go down the highway So looking back, being on the phone with 911, I thought it lasted 10 minutes. Not even 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes of sheer terror being on this one-lane road with this crazy person behind us trying to pass us, waving a gun, and waiting for an opportunity for the state patrol to reach us because they couldn't get to us because we were in this one-lane road. So we were just driving with this crazy person behind us, waving a gun in the air. So eventually, State Patrol caught up to us, and there was one of them parked on one side of the highway, and there was 3 others parked on the other. And as soon as we passed them, they pulled them over, and we caught up with them later. And you always want that confirmation of, like, did I really see what I saw? And yeah, there was confirmation there. So we really did see what we saw. And what I want to go into later was just the whole, me and my husband's communication during that time, and our plan for if things were to get deeper than that. So it's kind of interesting. We went back and forth on it a little bit and learned from it and talked about it, and I want to go over it with you too. And so I want to process a little bit and then come back with a better story, and we'll learn from it. So
awesome.
That's how it started. Yeah.
That was a great start to the weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Great. So on our way to Knoxville and go to the Gun Owners of America conference, this is their very first one, and they had some pretty big headliners on the website. There's lots of YouTubers, big names in our 2A. There's lots of politicians too that are very pro 2A that wanted to come in and check it out as well. And since it was the first one, it was small-ish. It was huge considering that it's their first one. It was small considering that the GOA is this is their first conference. So the word getting out and people showing up and things like that. And when I say small, I mean like it was great to be able to interact with everybody, and it was not big like the SHOT Show. And
nothing's big like that. That's
for sure
ridiculous.
USCCA show is probably just a smidge bigger. Wasn't a whole lot bigger. What we had was lots of panels and opportunities to go in a classroom and sit down with these heavy hitters in the 2A community and listen to them, talk about what's important for us to talk about, to communicate our Second Amendment with other people, and to educate others on it, so that way we can get more people to appreciate our Second Amendment. So Kash Patel was there, real big name in the political world. Our very own AG, Bailey, was there. Got to shake his hand and talk to him a little bit, and he's excited to come to the range, so we got to get him in here soon. He wants to come and hang out. And man, I'm trying. The whole weekend was full of. I turn around and there's Jared from Guns and Gadgets, and then I turn this way and there's another.
Who knows her, by the way?
So it's kind of crazy. After the fact, I was able to like request them as friends on Facebook. Like I was like, whoa, and then they're like, it's interesting the connections that are being made. Like, hey, Liz, I recognize you from this show.
That show, and
yeah, and let's pick up where we left off. Like I got to talk to Tom Grieve about our permitless carry again, because we got to talk to them at the USCCA show about the difference between permitless carry and constitutional carry, and a little bit about that. So I got to pick his brain on it a little bit more. I got to see the armed attorneys and talk to them about a couple things. And what I was the most proud of was that the range and Lady Sentinel was there in full force supporting our Second Amendment, because everybody was there to support our Second Amendment. And we were there to communicate with each other, to say, hey, this is important. Let's get on the same page. What are the best practices for sharing information, for getting the other side to understand the value of our Second Amendment? And as our rights are being stripped away more and more, little by little, even those that are not necessarily in line with the conservative side can now start to see the value of firearms and self-protection and just our rights in general. So the more people that we're bringing into this world, the biggest thing was we got to find common ground. And what I found was that if we can get on the same page, I think we all understand that we want the same thing, which is we want to be safe. And if you look at, I'm going to go a little political here for a second, the left, it's more of an emotional type approach to our world. And when you look at firearms and the emotional aspect of taking a life, it's difficult for the left, from an emotional standpoint, this is just vague statements here, to understand that the gun can be a good thing and remove the emotional aspect of it. So the conference was about trying to find ways to communicate with each other, to promote the good of the 2A, and to reach out to the more emotional crowd on a fundamental objective level. The biggest thing about GOA and the people that were there supporting GOA, it's the industry, the community of, we have this information and we find extreme value in this for your self-protection, and we want to give it to you. It wasn't, hey, come check out our conference so you can see all these vendors. That was beside the point. This was, hey, come in here.
Bonus to you being there.
Absolutely. This is, I want to give you this information so you can take it out and resonate with whoever is in your life, because this information is important, and it was just full of grateful people of our Second Amendment that just wanted to share it. And you could go and sit down in a panel and listen to, like I said, these big heavy hitters in our 2A community that are our voice in the 2A community, as big as they can get. Those are the people that were there. And those are the people that are so willing to give out that information to help the people from these local ranges and everything to support our 2A in all kinds of ways. So it was one of the coolest things ever. So the passion from the people that are proud of our 2A is immense.
So I'm taking it was worth your time.
Oh,
going.
unequivocally,
Yeah.
yes.
Good.
Mike Odell, I had a good chat with the GOA staff. You'll likely not see it get too large. With GOA being the no compromise organization, they won't do an event where they can't negotiate CCW at the event. Larger venues likely won't allow that, especially in anti-gun cities. I love that they look that way. There's a slow connection thing. And it was good seeing you there, Liz. Absolutely, it was great seeing you there. And you brought up a huge point, is that whenever we were getting ready to leave, my husband Nick hadn't been to something like this before. And it's always a question when you go to an industry show like this, a gun industry, like how restrictive are they going to be on the guns? Well, if you go to a place like SHOT Show in Vegas, they're going to be very restrictive because of the state's laws and then the private entities, and it has to be big enough to accommodate that many people. So those restrictions become more of a thing. I like that you said that, Mike, that they're going to keep it fairly small to be able to have that. My husband asked, he's like, are we going to be able to carry our guns? And you should look up what the rules are for the convention and everything like that. And I said, GOA is no compromise. I cannot imagine in any way, shape, or form that they would host an event at a place where we couldn't carry, because that literally goes against what they believe in. And I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate that I can trust the GOA to make that happen. And they did. And it was great. You didn't hear any gunshots go off. You didn't even see, I saw one person even open carrying. Other than that, like, it was just life. It's just life. You go and do something and you got a gun on you. That's it. We're just there to share information and meet each other and build connections in the community. And it was awesome. One of the coolest people I met was Dick Heller. DC versus Heller. Like, a huge name in R2A. Massive. And he calls himself the gun dude. I have never seen someone so excited about our Second Amendment. And he was just, if you took a picture of him, you have to like put your finger guns up and everything. And he's such an awesome guy. He's going to send me a signed copy of the decision from DC and Heller. Yeah, the Supreme Court decision.
Awesome.
And then Bailey, he said he's working on our Second Amendment Preservation Act right now, and he said once that goes into effect, he'll also send us a signed copy of that too. So
that would be cool.
Heck yeah! So
that's awesome.
It's just awesome to be a part of a community like that. So I am so proud that the Range and Lady Sentinel gets to be a part of this grassroots movement, and we're in it.
We're going to have them here in just a few weeks.
Heck yeah.
Like 3 weeks.
Customer Appreciation Day.
For Customer Appreciation Day. GOA will be here. Mr. Alex Shea will be here. If you've never met Alex, if you're not sure if you've met Alex, you haven't met him. Because
sure.
If you have met Alex, you know Alex. And I'm excited for him to be here. Just thinking about his passion and his persona gets me excited. Mm-hmm. He is such a cool man, and GOA is such an awesome organization. So just a few weeks, Customer Appreciation Day. Be a great time to come out and hang out and have some fun, play some games, win some stuff, shoot guns, buy stuff, whatever, and get to hear about the GOA, talk to Alex, find out what they do, how you can support them, and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I really want to keep talking about this, but we gotta go.
Yeah.
So one more real quick thing. If you haven't signed up yet on, gosh dang it, the 30th, we have our women's self-defense workshop just down the road at Gracie Baja. $25 we got a couple seats left. So send an email to training@therangescl.com. Again, 30th this month, so not this Friday. Wait.
It's next Friday.
It's next Friday. Yes, not this Friday, but next Friday. Come hang out with Liz and probably me. I'm sure I'll be there. And then the folks at Gracie, and we'll throw each other around and choke each other and have fun.
Awesome.
Yes, I'm excited. All right, we got to go. We got to get set up for class and stuff. So thanks for making this weird with half your head in the screen.
Sorry. I was trying to be like, don't look.
You're doing it again. If you guys need something, 14803 Manchester Road in beautiful Baldwin, Missouri. 10 to 8 Monday through Friday, Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 10 to 6. Come shoot guns, get some training, use your membership. If you're not a member, do that too. Become a member. You guys stay safe. Be nice to one another. We'll catch you soon. Later.
Toodles.
Push the freaking button, Liz.
Well, I guess I had my mom. Hi, Mom.
Yo.
Okay.
Push the button.